From impossible interceptions to flying over players, Polamalu may have been a strong safety, but he played without holding anything back. Here are 20 plays in his career that proved just that. To start off our countdown, let's go back to when Polamalu was new to the NFL. But this play right here showed the world that the California native wasn't anything to play with. The interception was amazing enough, but the touchdown run had the Steelers fans feeling they had won a lottery with this guy. 30 yards and a barrage of Bengal players weren't enough to stop young Polamalu. But if you think his strength is his strongest attribute, wait till you see his grip on the ball. This interception right here happened in real life. No visual special effects, no Hollywood tricks, just pure athleticism and skill. When the Chargers receiver fumbled the ball, Polamalu lunged at it to keep it in play. To this day, it's still a mystery how Polamalu managed to pull that off. But when Polamalu isn't lunging at a ball to save it, he's lunging at offensive runners. And when he does, he stops them dead in their tracks. When he made this sack, it was so quick, you would think he knew who would have the ball before the play even started. You really can't blame the Browns quarterback. It's hard trying to spot a wide receiver to pass to and at the same time where Polamalu would come at you from. Polamalu wasn't taking it easy on Seneca Wallace with that tackle, but he shouldn't feel too bad. Polamalu is like that with everyone. If you ask Jake Locker, he would probably tell you he has it worse than everyone else Polamalu has tackled. The Steelers were losing by the third quarter. Did Jake think that would upset the Steelers' strong safety? Hell no! When you're as good as Polamalu at making tackles, best believe no one's getting you easy. Nice try! Just because Polamalu is less than 6 feet doesn't give you the right to jump over him. He'll put you down faster than you can say John Madden. He doesn't let people get over him, but that doesn't mean he hasn't tried it on other players though. After the quarterback of the Colts fumbled the ball, Polamalu was at the right place and at the right time to pick up the slack. Then a Colts player decided to tackle him, but Polamalu had other ideas, pulling off an unexpected jump over him like it was high jump and not football. The Colts couldn't help but watch on as he jogged into the end zone, giving the Steelers a lead late in the fourth quarter. Imagine what would have happened if he didn't dodge that tackle. And speaking of imagination, have you ever thought about what the most bizarre way to tackle someone is? Well, once again, we can thank Polamalu for doing the unthinkable. When an Eagles player tried to stop Polamalu from getting the tackle, he failed. Even with his back turned to the play, he brought that Eagle right to the ground. That's how good of a strong safety this dude is. Make him blind, and he'll still tackle you. All the Bird franchises had it tough facing this Samoan. This dude would always take the wind away from beneath their wings. In the fourth quarter of a game against the Ravens, the Steelers had been trailing throughout most of the game and needed a touchdown to turn things around. The way Polamalu swatted the ball out of his hands, you would think they had beef or something, but hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. If the Steelers conceded any more points, they would have been done for. So Polamalu took it upon himself to force a fumble and keep his team's hope in the game alive. When the stakes are high, that's when Polamalu steps up his game. I don't think this guy knows what pressure is. I mean, just watch him do yet another mind-blowing tackle on this next play. Just a couple of feet from the end zone, Polamalu is caught pulling off one of his signature matrix tackles yet again. Talk about clinical! The Titans really suffered in Polamalu's hands back in the day because even when the Steelers were trashing him, he didn't let them score cheap points. You can only imagine how much harder Polamalu made it for the Titans when this game was tied. The Titans were looking to break the deadlock late in the first quarter, but Troy wasn't going to let that happen. Not on his watch. Damn, Kenny Britt really thought he had it there. Polamalu could pass for a good wide receiver with that catch. But we know the strong safety role is his natural habitat, and that no one dares trespass. And if you do, you'll just get wasted, like David Carr did. You think you've seen it all? We're just halfway through. And if you're already mind blown, just buckle yourself in, because these last 10 plays will leave you doubting if Polamalu is even human. Easy there, bro. He's just a quarterback, not a wanted criminal. Why would you do him like that? Polamalu flung Carr across the ground like a rag doll. That's gotta leave a bruise on the body and his ego. For some of Polamalu's victims, you feel more sorry for them than embarrassed. Crossing the road isn't the only time anyone should be looking both ways, because just like traffic, if Polamalu catches you off guard, you're gonna get hit hard. Oh my God, what did I just see? Is it just me, or did that look like a trailer crashing down a wall? Polamalu definitely rocked Tyreek like an earthquake, and in this next play, he literally brought Hill to the ground. Ouch! Oh, that's gotta hurt. At this rate, Polamalu could even tackle a monster truck and still stand on his 2 feet. Poor Stevie Johnson took a couple of seconds to get to his feet. If you have your pass intercepted by Polamalu, you're gonna be regretting your decision because this dude covers so much ground. He takes the ball right back to the line of scrimmage. Just take a look at what he did against the New York Jets. He sent that ball right back to where it came from. In this next play, not only did he intercept the ball, but he took it right all the way to the end. The Steelers were trailing by 3 points when Polamalu's interception didn't allow the ball to get past 20 yards from the end zone. When he ran towards the right flank, he was running out of room, but he couldn't go through or around. He went over. Hey, they don't call him the Flying Hawaiian for nothing. But if you think it was just a one-time thing, this next play will prove you wrong. Just like the last play, it all started with an interception, but this time halfway on the field. It looked like quite a distance to take it all the way, and Polamalu's middle name may be Aomua and not fearless, but he plays as if it is. He took it right to the edge with this run, and when there was no more space on the flank, he took flight and brought the Steelers right back into the game. Well, it seemed the Bengals learned nothing from this moment because when Polamalu found himself in the same situation, the outcome was the same. Polamalu is indeed a humble player, and you didn't see him basking in celebration of his incredible plays, but this interception had him dancing while the play was going on. This guy could swap his cleats for a pair of dancing shoes and still be a star. Polamalu is such a star that it's really hard to outshine him. Scoring a touchdown is hard enough, but with Polamalu between the quarterback and receiver, it's next to impossible. At 5'10", Polamalu isn't the tallest person, but his courage to dare to do what others can only think of makes him twice as tall. If a touchdown is a catch away, you can always find the Tasmanian Devil there to ruin the party. Last time we saw Stevie Johnson and Polamalu, we knew who came out on top. This time, it looked like all that was going to change. But Polamalu made sure he reminded Stevie who the better player between the two of them was. Polamalu is one of those players you can count on in the closest of plays. He didn't just save the ball, he saved his team along with it. He made the Buffaloes look like steak out there with the way he cooked. But this next play is by far his best because he left the Ravens smoking like a barbecue. With Polamalu deep, Ravens quarterback Flacco thought he didn't have to worry about him. But that was far from true. When he launched a pass wide in hopes of stealing the game, his hopes were cut short with Polamalu's incredible interception. Polamalu wasn't done yet. Seeing the sea of offensive players on the left wing, Polamalu went right, and the Steelers were right past the touchdown line in the right corner. The Steelers' number 43 had taken his team to the 43rd Super Bowl. Truly, it was written in the stars, destined to happen. There you have it, guys. Troy Polamalu's greatest 20 plays in his career. You can't look at all these and tell me he doesn't deserve his Hall of Famer status. And you can't just watch this video without subscribing and checking out these other ones popping up on your screen right now.